Hello, folks, to another episode of Spirit Juice No Additives. This is Edward. I am so happy, guys. We are up to 103 subscribers. Very humble startings, but I am very grateful because that means that more people are wanting to hear the good news of the gospel and also hear some current affairs and some reality news and all of the above, but with a spiritual twist. So we also have 1,500 views on one video. This is exciting because the main objective of this show is to win souls for Jesus. I mean, that's just plain and simple. We want to put a spiritual twist on everything so that we can see clearly and take a positive away from what's going on in the world today. So I am very grateful. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can build this channel up. We do need some different technical things to happen. We want to be able to engage on on a one-on-one live stream, better camera, stuff like that, so we can just really bring a lot of souls to Christ. We can. It's not what you do; it's how you do it and who you give acknowledgement to. And I want to start each episode with reading the promise of God. And this one is from Ezekiel 18:21-22. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live, he shall not die. All his transgressions that he hath committed, they shall not be mentioned unto him. So he gonna get total forgiveness, and not just human forgiveness, but forgiveness where it's just gonna be thrown into the lake of righteousness. I broke my little handle on here. I sat on them, so they're gonna be falling off through this video. So, but it's gonna be thrown into the lake of forgiveness. Now, how many people say they forgive you, but they always bring it back up in your face? But in his righteousness that he hath done, he shall live. Okay? So they shall not be mentioned unto him, the sins that he committed. And then is his righteousness that he hath done, he shall live. So if you turn away from your sin, God is faithful to forgive you and forget. Okay? And just throw it into the lake of forgetfulness, which we have a problem of doing. We say, oh, we forgive, but I won't forget. But God forgets. So if he can do that for us, we can do that for other people. So that's what this verse is. And that's Ezekiel 18:21-22. Yeah. I'm taking this out of this book, 199 Promises of God. So we're going to be reading one of those every episode, guys. I wanted to come on here and talk about Tasha K and Cardi B. Okay. From a legal standpoint, I mentioned earlier in a few episodes ago that Tasha K running from the responsibility of having to pay the civil judgment is going to be null and void. I mean, it's just not going to, it's going to be in vain because she's going to have to pay it. And it's up to the litigant, I said, that, make this situation enforceable. The court, really don't care once the judgment comes down. Okay, they're going to still leave it between the plaintiff and the defendant to report back on progress. So if Cardi B's lawyers come back and say that she done ran away from her responsibility and don't want to pay, and she's taking steps towards not paying, like moving out of the country or out of the state, then the judge is going to, put a warrant out for her contempt of court, because you're going to pay what I told you to pay. Okay? So you running from pillar to post, and Carly got the money, people. Carly got the money to make her pay. So she can get her served anywhere she go. To Morocco. If she go over to Morocco, Cardi B can have somebody go over there and serve her. And if she missed that court date, then she can have a contempt of court judgment against her, a warrant. So I was reading the root .com, and as of September 1, 22 at 3:29, uh, Tasha K has filed a second appeal. But what Miss Tasha K wants is to delay executing of the judgment, or her having to pay the $4.28 million that she is owed due to the lower court uh, ruling against her. However, there is something they call a defendant or plaintiff bond. So mainly for a defendant bond is that if they've ruled against them, then in order for them to get a stay of execution, which means a delay in paying the judgment until after the second appeal has been decided upon, they have to put up a bond. So that bond can be any amount of money put up for the sole purpose of making it very certain that this defendant is having intentions to pay. So it's like a bond in lower court, in criminal court, whereas you get a money out to be sure that you're going to come back to court. So basically, Cardi B has filed for a bond, but she has filed it for the entire amount. I want all my money put in security so that once that judgment come down and against her again, all my money be paid. So she can do that. She can ask the court, hey, and then the judge might say, okay, come for a lower amount, maybe half or a quarter, but yeah, she can do this. I mean, and it's in the rule of civil procedure. Yeah, it's a rule that if a defendant wants to stay, then she has to put up a bond. And what amount is going to be up to Cardi B and that judge. And ultimately, the judge decision to be like, okay, well, if she ain't got it all right now, we want her at least come up with $1 million, or what have you. But again, I'm telling you, once you initiate legal proceedings in the United States, you can run all you want to. But if she's served, they can put a warrant out for her arrest, even if, in her absence, if Cardi B wants her money and she is diligent in enforcing the ruling of the court. If Cardi B wants her money, now if she, don't expect no money from somebody that ain't got none, like say for example, she sued this little store because she slipped and fell, and they don't have they in bankruptcy or what have you, they don't have no money. I think Tasha is going to have to file bankruptcy, and if she filed bankruptcy, they're going to still take her stuff. So that's why it's not an option, her filing, because she has something substantial to lose if she filed bankruptcy. So usually if somebody get a big judgment like that, they will go and file bankruptcy. But in filing bankruptcy, if you have wealth, or if you have something of significant value, you got to forfeit that. You have to bring that on in, so to put towards your bankruptcy, to put towards, repayment or something. So she still will have to pay Cardi B as a debtor and someone that's very diligent about getting her money. I want every aspect of financial gain I can get out of this woman. So just to read a little bit, earlier this year, the popular blogger was ordered to pay the Up rapper 4.25. Some of them saying 4.28, some saying 4.25 million after a nearly 3-year-long battle. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on. This thing is in my way. Okay, there we go. Okay. There says, if you thought the legal battle between the YouTuber Tasha K and Cardi B was over, think again. Per Rolling Stone, it appears that Tasha has filed yet another appeal stemming from her loss of defamation suit she faced earlier this year. In the 45-page opening brief, Tasha argues that the court's verdict should be overturned for a myriad of reasons, including the fact that she believed Cardi B had herpes. She believed. that Cardi B had herpes when she made the untrue statement about her having the STD to her online viewers. If I was a lawyer, I wouldn't even put that as a reason for an appeal because she's going to lose. The appeal also argues that it's impermissible to use a defendant's hatred, spite, ill will, or desire to injure as evidence of actual malice. That's crazy. My goodness, you did it out of spite, and you got exactly what you deserve. And in a civil court, you're not held as beyond a shadow of a doubt. It's like if it sounds like it's true, it's gonna be true. If it sounds like it's false, it's gonna be false. I mean, if it depends on the judge. It depends on the judge and the jury. So, whether or not a judge will end up agreeing with Tasha on this second go round remains to be seen, but what's arguably unhelpful is the fact that lawyers who submitted said appeal say that they aren't seeking the opportunity to raise the issue in court, citing the fact that the decisional process would not be significantly aided by oral argument. In other words, we ain't got no grounds for no appeal. A second appeal. Okay, we didn't have one for the first, but she paying us, so we did it. As previously reported, I don't know why she just don't stop going to court and just turn this money over to Carly and be nice to her and get this expedited. Because Carly B is a Libra like me. I'm not the total cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? She got kids. She got, a level of life or quality of life that need to be maintained for her kids' sake. I have compassion for that because I have kids now. But you keep talking crazy and trying to make me look like an idiot out in these streets, then I have to do what I have to do legally to make sure you stop. It's reasonable to me. So let's start back with. As previously reported by the Root, despite her best efforts, Tasha's first appeal against Cardi B's $4.25 million defamation lawsuit was denied back in July. She and her legal team filed an appeal in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit in June, citing evidence that was erroneously ignored by the Judge William Ray. But the courts were unfortunately once again not on her side as her case was thrown out without jurisdiction, which means that the hot rapper can have her lawyers in the sheriff's office authorize the garnishment of Tasha's wages and personal assets to fulfill the judgment. Ladies and gentlemen, basically what they saying is that you're going to have to pay this. Okay, all appealing and delaying that you're doing is just going to be for naught. You're going to have to pay this or like I said, she can't file bankruptcy because she's going to have to lose what she got anyway, like Toni Braxton did, or anybody with significant wealth or something significant value, then, hey, you filing bankruptcy, we're going to make sure you bankrupt, okay, in the true essence and sense of the word, So, Carly wants her money, bottom line. And she is not going to be one of them litigants that are not. That's not going to try to reinforce the ruling of the court. So that means that Tasha has got a fight still on her hands, and all these little. She has no grounds for an appeal. You can't just go around spouting to people what you think. She thought she had herpes because she was taking Valtrex. She didn't know if she was taking Valtrex, and by the color of the law, Cardi B don't have to disclose what's going on in her. She might have herpes, but they're not going to make her just turn over her health records to prove Tasha's case. All she has to do is say, I don't have health, I don't have herpes. And I ain't got to prove nothing to her. And it's against my privacy for me to disclose any diagnosis I have. I don't owe this woman, anything. So, Tasha K. Now, the moral of the story here is, we all have an opportunity to ask for forgiveness for our sins and to have it. And I am so sure because, Carly B, I can, in my bipolar days, act just like Carly B's, but I still had a heart. I didn't have that killer instinct. And it appears to me, all the fighting Cardi B done did, I mean, she don't have it either, you know. But the moral of the story is what goes around comes around. So it's hard to feel sorry for Tasha K after doing something so heinous to somebody she don't even know, just so she can get views and get money, get a nice check from YouTube. It's not fair, people. You know, I'm not going to sell my soul. Notice I read from what's already been published, okay, which is, you know, public record. Everything is public record. But, and from what I know about federal court and civil court, she's going to have to pay that money. And Cardi B going to make sure she do. So I'm not going to keep you too long. I want to get to a point where we have live, but I don't think I have enough people. If you think we should go live and talk and go back and forth about certain things, put it in the comments, please. Put it in the comments so we can talk. But I don't want to go live and just be the only one on live talking to myself. Doesn't make sense. I know I have 103 subscribers. Yay, I'm so excited because it seems like people are taking views, and we can do more with saving souls and understanding the gospel and understanding the importance of building a relationship with God, and also the educating on the Holy Spirit, the Bible, and a whole host of other issues. And we don't have to be all stuffy and pious and this like I'm just so sanctified. No, we could talk about it just where we at in life, you know. So with that, I'm gonna ask that you like, share, and subscribe so we can get more people on here so we can have some good discussions. I want it to be raw. I want it to just be in your face. I could take the good and the bad comments, you know, so that we can weigh what's the truth. Somewhere in there's truth. So let's do this, guys. I'm gonna call you guys my juicers. My juicers. So this is spirit juice, no additive, and we want to build this channel. And with that, I'm gonna say, I love.